Devin is taking a break. You know what the Haneys is doing. We're going to keep working until he get back. And I'm sure he'll be making an announcement.
Ryan Garcia was just involved in a heated exchange with Bill Haney on Live, rejecting his demands to have a rematch with Devin. Stirring the pot of rematch rumors, ex-welterweight champ Shawn Porter is keen on witnessing a Garcia-Haney rematch. According to him, it's the logical step for Haney post-defeat, and he's confident it would be a bout fans would eagerly await. Porter said, "When you're ready, come back to me and we'll talk about it, and we're scheduling you for a rematch with Ryan Garcia at whatever weight you want that rematch at whatever date you want that date to be." Porter noted that Haney seemed hesitant because he knew his defense wasn't strong after his offense. Porter believed that this was something Haney would work on in preparation for the rematch. He said, "He's hesitant because he knows that defense isn't there after the offense. So I think that's something they'll work on in preparation for a rematch." In a recent interview on Boxing News YT, promoter Eddie Hearn unveiled his intention to propose a fresh weigh-in for Ryan Garcia come fight day. His reasoning stems from Devin Haney's refusal to step back on the scale after rehydrating, presenting a dilemma. Either Garcia complies, risking the event's integrity, or he opts to voice his discontent on social media, potentially sparking controversy. Eddie Hearn said, "On Matchroom's part, we wanted to weigh in again on Saturday. It was a choice not to be pressured, and I feel that was a mistake." Hearn also added that he understood Devin Haney. Rehydrating in massive amounts may have made it logistically difficult. Hearn speculates that Ryan Garcia could be the sort to opt out of the occasion entirely, whereas he suggests that Bill Haney likely anticipated Devin would replenish fluids extensively post-weigh-in. That's why, from his point of view, they didn't want to reweigh. But you shouldn't have to, because Ryan was the guy who forgot about the weight, the Matchroom promoter continued. Garcia found himself exceeding the weight limit by 3 pounds, resulting in an unexpected debt to Haney, totaling $1.5 million, as their wager stood at $500,000 for each pound over. The promoter had asserted that Garcia appeared to possess a distinct physical edge within the boxing ring. "I think if they had postponed the weigh-in on Saturday, there would have been a big chance the fight wouldn't have taken place, and obviously Bill didn't want that, and Devin didn't want that, but it was a big physical advantage," said Hearn. He added, "It was like you were fighting a middleweight there, and I would have loved to have known how much Ryan weighed when he entered the ring that night." Meanwhile, Floyd Mayweather appears to be embarking on a quest for retribution, unleashing a barrage of criticism against Devin Haney's skills. Ahead of the Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney bout, Bill Haney repeatedly took jabs at the renowned 5-division champion for releasing sparring footage featuring Haney and Gervonta Davis. Additionally, the Dream openly expressed his contempt for the boxing legend. During the lead-up, Mayweather remained tight-lipped regarding his ex-protege and the critiques coming from Devin's dad. Yet, a notable shift has occurred. With Ryan Garcia's stunning victory over the once undisputed lightweight champion in a savage showdown last Saturday, Floyd emerged in a Fight Hype interview today to highlight the vulnerabilities in Haney's defense. In an exclusive interview with boxing icon Ben Thompson of Fight Hype, the conversation turned to the potential for Devin Haney's comeback. Mayweather shared his thoughts on the Dream Haney's performance in the ring, expressing a degree of skepticism about Haney's abilities. Having dealt with numerous formidable foes, Mayweather said, "For starters, he gotta turn his shots to get the power." In addition to criticizing Haney's punching power, Mayweather didn't hold back on his assessment of Devin's jab. "You can't be shooting your jabs like this. Amateurs do this. When you are a professional, we hear boom boom," Mayweather remarked, demonstrating the proper technique. To drive home his argument, Mayweather referenced his memorable bout with Arturo Gatti. "Every time I did my out there, I just like this because I know that the mother got a hook," said Mayweather. He emphasized that the majority of knockouts stem from the hook due to its suddenness, catching fighters off guard. Money asserted that this was precisely what occurred to Devin during the bout. "In the 11th round, when Devin got knocked down, he didn't see the shot coming," said Mayweather. Considering all that, Mayweather realized, so it's a lot of things that have to be taught to him. Coming back to the original question, Mayweather said, "Can he bounce back? Anything can happen." Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia recently revealed what Floyd Mayweather reportedly told him prior to the weigh-in for his fight with Devin Haney. King Rye delivered a trio of knockdowns to the reigning WBC super lightweight champion, handing his long-standing rival the initial defeat of his pro career in a remarkable upset sealed through a majority decision this past Saturday. However, just before Friday's bout, Garcia's weight tipped the scales at 143.2 pounds, exceeding the division limit by 3.2 pounds, prompting officials to declare the match a non-title affair. Garcia and Haney had struck a deal beforehand, stipulating a hefty fine of $500,000 for every pound they exceeded the 140-pound limit. Confirming the arrangement, the Dream disclosed that Garcia had duly paid him a sum amounting to $1.5 million as compensation. King Rye turned to X lately and said that Money told him not to lose the 3 pounds he gained at the weigh-in. Floyd told me to come in over 3 pounds. He told me, "F Bill Haney." Whatever. Floyd Mayweather once recognized Ryan Garcia, Gervonta Davis, and his former rival Canelo Alvarez as the top 3 stars in the boxing world. In a Las Vegas evening this past January, Garcia and Mayweather were spotted mingling together. Money took a moment to chat with Inside Fighting, commending Garcia's stellar performance against Oscar Duarte. He lauded Garcia as one of the foremost attractions in today's boxing scene, placing him firmly among the top 3 draws. Floyd said, "There are some heavy hitters in the game right now, but there's only really 3. Canelo, Ryan, and Gervonta Tank Davis. A lot of the time, people think, well, I got a belt. I'm a star. I got 2 belts. In today's time, they think belts and a few $1,000,000 make you a star." Leading up to the highly anticipated bout between Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney, a video surfaced revealing Haney's sparring sessions with Gervonta Davis. Curiously, this footage was initially leaked and subsequently shared by King Rye on his personal YouTube platform. Amidst the controversy, Devin Haney and his father, Bill Haney, were quick to point fingers at Floyd Mayweather, holding him primarily responsible for the unauthorized disclosure. However, in the aftermath of Haney's unexpected loss to Garcia, Mayweather vehemently denied any involvement in the dissemination of the footage, refuting the accusations leveled against King Rye. Floyd Mayweather told Fight Hype, "I will always talk good about Devin. Devin is young, so I expect him to say, 'Floyd, you're hating on me.' No, Devin, I always loved you and always wanted the best for you." Moreover, Mayweather added, "If I don't f with you, I'm not showing you different moves in the gym. I guess he thought I sent the sparring video to Ryan Garcia. Did he get it from me? Absolutely not." Mayweather also suggested that Haney get a better guide for his next fights. However, Bill, Devin Haney's father, is pushing for a rematch between Haney and Ryan Garcia. Ryan seems to be eyeing a different opponent for his next match, as he doesn't seem keen on facing Haney again. Instead, he's set his sights on Jaron Boots Ennis or Conor Benn. However, Ryan isn't stopping there. He's also considering matchups with Gervonta Davis, Teofimo Lopez, and Terrence Crawford. Ryan is poised to face off against whoever offers him the most substantial paycheck and the greatest opportunity to boost his fame. However, the mere mention of a potential bout between Ryan and Conor Benn has failed to stir any excitement among boxing enthusiasts. It seems they have little interest in witnessing such a match unfold. However, Bill Haney said, "We definitely want a rematch. Devin is the WBC champion. He could lose the belt because Ryan was overweight and couldn't make the scale. We wanted to make the fight happen. He had a good game plan, both inside and outside of the ring. You can't take that away from him. I'm still going to be representing him with the same passion." Should Devin Haney be granted a rematch opportunity? Despite his overwhelming favoritism and status as a multi-division champion, the dream fell prey to Garcia's devastating left hook. What's more, he was defeated by an opponent who seemed ill-prepared, indulging in daily revelries, and lacking in significant championship accolades. Given these circumstances, is it fair to expect Ryan Garcia to offer Haney another shot at redemption? Following last weekend's brawl, Garcia appeared inclined towards granting Haney a rematch, as revealed in his post-fight interview with Chris Mannix. However, his stance seems to have shifted since then. During his appearance on the PBD podcast with Patrick Bet David, the Victorville pugilist delved into the topic of a rematch with Devin Haney and shed light on why Gervonta Davis is reluctant to step into the ring with him. David immediately broached the subject of a potential rematch with Haney when he spoke with Garcia, even bringing up Garcia's own acknowledgement of the same.
You weren't winded.
Yeah, I wasn't winded. He had a broken jaw. I mean, what more do you want?
You almost have to have the rematch again.
No,
So let's run it back.
No.
Because you said it.
I did, but it ain't no rematch. This dude got clowned up. I barely tried, bro. I was drinking every day. On Monday, I was at Tao nightclub. Tuesdays, I was at Little Sister. Wednesdays, I went out. Thursday, I went out. Friday, I was drinking. I was doing whatever I want. The day of the fight, I drank a Blue Moon. I was chilling, bro.
When asked about whether the goal was to face Gervonta Davis again, Garcia agreed. Still clinging to hope for a rematch with Davis, Garcia boldly issued a challenge to the unbeaten Baltimore fighter through his social media channels.
I want to fight Tank, but Tank's not going to fight me.
You don't think he's going to fight you?
100%. Oh.
Why not?
Why is that?
He won't go to 145.
Where's he at right now?
He's in the one. Is he 135 still?
Oh, okay.
What was the first fight? Was it 135?
136.
136.
Yeah,
So
that was death.
Because if you put the pictures side by side of you fighting Tank versus fighting Haney.
There's on there's
Yeah, I
a lot
saw
of
that.
people-
Meanwhile, after his son's unexpected loss against Ryan Garcia, Floyd Mayweather and Devin Haney's father got into a heated argument that was rated X. Mayweather asked Bill on Instagram Live, "I reached out to you to let you know that I don't have nothing against you. When did you and I go wrong? When did you and I start having beef? Last time I saw you in Miami, we kicked it and had a good time. Now all of a sudden, it seems like Bill Haney is my enemy." Bill once claimed that the realm of boxing resided within the Devin Haney era, a sentiment that shifted dramatically following his son's defeat to Garcia. He even insinuated that a sparring match between Haney and Mayweather contributed to the retirement of the boxing icon. "I feel like you're bull based on your actions about everybody that's been in the town that's been down with you," Bill told Mayweather. Bill added, "They doing dirtball bad. Ain't nobody doing real good with you. You told me about what you do with Tank. You seen what I did with my son? When you went to go talk and do the deal, it wasn't something he felt like he wanted to do. He wanted to be a boss, so the deal didn't happen." While Bill was talking about Haney's loss and whining about his perfect 50-0 record, Mayweather was eager to speak up. He said, "Congratulations on you having an undefeated fighter in the gym, but I am undefeated under the lights. Is your fighter undefeated under the lights?" "Bill, I don't have to have a pimping contest with you." Bill responded, "You know what time it is with me when I see you. The Haney business will be continuing. Have I ever needed your help with anything? My son needs me. Tomorrow, today, and every day. We don't need you for dog." The pair then awkwardly laughed as the argument ended before Mayweather told Bill to phone him directly. Did Mayweather exercise restraint? Absolutely not. He gleefully teased Bill for his apparent disappearance post-fight. Amidst the unfolding drama, Claressa Shields added her perspective to the mix. With Mayweather's precise jabs and Shields' impassioned commentary, is the spectacle outside the ring now competing with the action inside? Claressa Shields, meantime, was compelled to remark on the heated discussion. Her opinion? "IDK, why people mess with Floyd like you go low and he goes to hell? Lord, boxing is going crazy right now," she said. Shields evidently discovered both amusement and a touch of insight within the saga, underscoring the profound and intimate nature of these boxing clashes. On the other hand, Ryan Garcia's father has stated that Devin Haney is in the hospital getting treatment for a fractured jaw. Haney's reputation took a beating, compounded by an injury to his jaw that left him bleeding profusely during the bout. Garcia's father, reportedly hospitalized in New York, confidently asserts that Haney's reign atop the boxing world has come to a temporary halt. That Haney era is gone. It's going to take a while for him to recover, Garcia told Mill City Boxing. Garcia didn't hold back in his critique of Bill Haney's decision-making during the match. He questioned why Haney didn't step in to halt the fight in the 7th round, especially when his own son Devin hit the canvas due to the relentless assault from his opponent. Devin endured a punishing onslaught from Garcia in rounds 8 through 12, solidifying Garcia's victory for the night. Garcia's scheme to deceive the media and fans by feigning crazy, his own admission, proved effective, catching Haney off guard regardless of its brilliance or absurdity. Garcia meticulously filmed several instances of himself portraying erratic behavior, alleging that these were carefully orchestrated to deceive his opponents into believing he was mentally vulnerable.
Was this all an act? What part of it was real? Tell us about it.
I mean, my cameraman Chance, Ajay's there. Hey, we have it pre-recorded months ago. What did I say was gonna happen? I said, I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Watch, it's gonna be called The Great Escape. Like, I have it all documented. I was already planning it, weeks and weeks and months behind. I don't know what made me come up with the idea, honestly. I just, one day just decided just to go all in and just commit to a plan that I had. And I was not gonna budge for nobody. It didn't matter if I went on his podcast, anybody's podcast. I was acting like sporadic, like just like crazy. I'll go on
your mannerisms,
spaces,
you were just like
spaces. I'll do this with my nose. Like, it's just a tick. I had everything but then you make adjustments too. What was real though is at times I did drink a little bit during camp because I like to drink.
However, Robert Garcia recently stated that Devin Haney would make up for his defeat against Ryan Garcia. Experienced boxing coach Garcia advises that Haney steer clear of taking on tough challengers or confronting his WBC mandatory opponent, Sandor Martin, in his next bout. According to Garcia, the dream should focus on a gradual recovery from his his recent defeat. In a recent chat with FightHub TV, Garcia hinted at the possibility of Haney taking down King Rai in a rematch, but stressed the need to hold off until next summer before diving into another showdown. He said, if he takes a tune-up fight before the end of the year, he can get away with it. But a big, solid fight or a rematch, he shouldn't. The rematch should happen in the summer of next year. If he fights before the end of the year, it should be an easy fight. It's still a very competitive, close fight. It won't be an easy fight for Ryan either. Garcia also stated that he believed Devin had a chance to win a rematch, but emphasized that it would require a strategic fight, a solid training camp, quality sparring, and a well-thought-out game plan. He said, I think Devin can win a rematch, but it'll be a smart fight, a good training camp, good sparring, and come up with a good game plan. Meanwhile, Ryan Garcia has just spilled the beans on his budding boxing rivalry with none other than UFC's bantamweight champion, Sean O'Malley. Their feud has been simmering in the combat sports scene for quite a while now. Garcia's recent victory over Devin Haney has further fueled speculation about a potential crossover bout with the legendary Sugar O'Malley. In his podcast, he told Patrick Bet David about it and hinted at the possibility of a rematch with Gervonta Davis. In a calm and composed manner during his conversation with Patrick Bet David, Ryan Garcia mentioned that he had a couple of potential fights lined up on his schedule. He stated that there had been talks with Sugar Sean O'Malley about a boxing match, as O'Malley expressed his interest in fighting him. Garcia also noted another opportunity to fight in August against Pitbull Cruz. Additionally, he expressed interest in fighting Sebastian Fundora, who holds a world title at 154, believing he could knock him out.
We have a little bit of talks with Sugar Sean O'Malley for a boxing match. He wants to fight. There's another opportunity for me to fight in August. I guess the Saudis are going to place an event in Los Angeles in August, so I could fight Pitbull Cruz there. And then there's this guy that I want to fight as well. His name's Sebastian Fundora.
Garcia clarified that he and Sugar were acquaintances, but not friends, saying, this demonstrates unequivocally that the two fighters are rivals, and, despite their acquaintanceship, they detest one another. The two fighters also have had an ongoing online rivalry for a long time. Speaking with Ariel Helwani on Monday's edition of the MMA Hour, Garcia said, I'll beat his in MMA, guaranteed. I'm a natural wrestler. On the other hand, Paulie Malignaggi analyzed Haney's track record, contending that his victories mainly came against fighters who were past their prime or overly hyped, with the exception of a significant win against Vasily Lomachenko. Specifically, Malignaggi highlighted Haney's two-fight series with George Kambosos Jr. as a key factor in Haney's credentials being exaggerated. From his perspective, Malignaggi wonders if critics will see Haney differently now that he isn't in the group of unbeaten fighters. He said, the lightweight work that Haney really did that's worth anything is Kambosos, who was famous for one win and hasn't really looked good ever since. You've got to start reassessing Haney. In addition, Malignaggi commented that Haney had put up a great effort in the fight, but lacked the power and versatility needed. He asserted that his own jab was better than Haney's. Malignaggi believed that Haney should have used his jab more effectively and positioned himself less squarely, as this would have helped him avoid getting hit by Garcia's hooks. He said, Haney just didn't have the power and the versatility. I'll tell you what, I had a better jab than Haney, that's for sure. Haney's jab should have been working overtime, and he should have been less squared off as it is, because if he had not been so squared up as it is, he wouldn't have got hit with so many of those hooks. Talking about the recent fight, Matt Brown commented that Ryan is a good boxer with solid skills. He felt that Ryan didn't put in much effort on Saturday against Devin, and didn't even attempt to box him. Brown believed that Ryan recognized Devin as the superior boxer, and understood that it wouldn't be a good game plan to rely on boxing alone. Brown added, what sucks about it too, Ryan is a good boxer. He actually has good boxing, but it's like he didn't even try on Saturday against Devin. He didn't even try to box him. I think he knew Devin was the better boxer, and he knew that wasn't a good game plan. Brown pointed out some of the questionable tactics Ryan used, such as turning his back on the shoulder roll and frequently holding and punching off the break. He described the fight as such an ugly fight, but also admitted it was the greatest ugly fight he had ever seen. Brown added, but some of the silly things like turning his back on the shoulder roll and the constant holding, punching off the break, so much of that, it's such an ugly fight. It was like the greatest ugly fight I've ever seen in my life. While it wasn't the most elegant display, Garcia clinched victory with 3 decisive knockdowns against Haney. This triumph marks a pinnacle in Garcia's career, earning praise from Brown for delivering exactly as pledged. According to Brown, I think that's what ultimately got Ryan Garcia the win. He pulled Devin into an ugly fight. You could tell when the fight started getting uglier and uglier, it was favoring Ryan big time. When it was a nice, clean fight, boxer versus boxer, Devin was smoking him. Overall, the aftermath of the Garcia-Haney bout has not only reshaped the lightweight division, but also added layers of intrigue, controversy, and excitement to the boxing landscape. Make sure to check out some of our other videos on the screen if you enjoyed this one.